momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the BYU Cougars and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with Coach Eli Drinkwitz before the game. This is a big game for bragging rights, guys. As you know, both the SEC and the Big 12 try to tout that they are the most physical conference in college football. Well, today in this bowl game, they will get a chance to prove it. Both coaches told me they want to come out and run the ball. Teams are fired up and motivated as they take the field. I'll keep you posted on the vibe here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. They'll give it to Hardy. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. Bringing the heat.
Oh, the fucking bro.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Takes it on the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Running inside, it's Martin. Plows through the defense. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He missed me.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
What the fuck is this weak shit?
And he's brought down after a nice game. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll lose yardage on that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad.
Stop playing with me, boy. It's that tight end on pop.
Made the grab and took
Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the
This is
football
tight end
deep
talking
down
about,
your
y'all.
own end and
This
take
is tight end
shots
talking about.
because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Coming out with it, it's Dell. Gets it out
There
to
we
the
go.
20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Martin. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's caught. It's Martin. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. BYU lines up quickly. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
He's in the
Man, it's so
meter.
important
That's
when
what
you
it's
play
doing.
QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
That's fuck New York, though.
There's a crease. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. BYU with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on. Hits him with a stiff arm. Touchdown, BYU. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt.
What is this glitzy
That
ass
ball
shit?
skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Simmons. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Going for it all. Makes the catch, and he's free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires and picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
So,
keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Now, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Right on the money. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Martin. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Maybe a crease. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a man in the middle.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Looking left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and
makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Right back to Hardy on first down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. Fights off the defender. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the left side, it's Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Might be calling a hot route. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Got his man on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Inside the and he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. BYU right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
What a fumble, bro.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And, man, the defense really needed that. They needed that for their confidence. 3 drives already, 3 touchdowns.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's the advantage of...
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Here's Simmons to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man, it's Hardy. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Got the quick pass. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Throwing Simmons. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And, And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Unloads it left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Simmons to the air again. The sure hands, it's Lee. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Why could I pick the same play?
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix of finding some room. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
BYU lines up quickly. Running inside. It's Martin. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down.
Like
he says a lot of guys
I thought that play a mile away, bro.
They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Martin. Here's a little room there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This BYU offense set up with another first down. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Makes the catch. It's Martin. Runs through. He smashes his way through again. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him throwing the football, proving to be a dual threat.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri. What a play. Not only the interception,
We were down
but the great
2
return
touchdowns.
to the
Remember,
score.
we were down 2 touchdowns.
And this defense
We were
comes
down
up
2
with
touchdowns.
another big play, man. They
2
get the pick
touchdowns.
six. They get the mistake.
Now look at us.
They've been
Don't
flying
give up.
all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire.
Don't give up.
Forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He hurls one deep down the left side.
He green that shit, man.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. That's a fumble on the play.
Come on, bro. Boy,
Defense
stop playing with
swarming
me.
on that loose ball. It'll be a
This is the
turnover.
defense.
Man, I tell you what, those backup
It's
running backs,
over.
they don't get very many opportunities to prove
It's over,
themselves
bro.
and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do,
I just don't know what to say right now.
Oof, you're not going to get many more opportunities
I don't.
either.
There's nothing to talk about. Nothing.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
Come on.
Whistle
Hey,
sounds,
bro.
but they got the
What the
timeout
fuck I
called
just
just
did?
before the delay of game. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Simmons. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Here's Hardy. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Missouri! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bachmeier. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. BYU right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. It's on target and complete. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here's a give to Hardy. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On first down, it's Hardy again. Maybe some room here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. BYU lines up quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And
Should be
it
my
slips
pick.
through his fingers, incomplete. That
should be
would
my
have
pick.
been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
They'll give it to Hardy.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't.
This
It's
motherfucker.
picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes down the right side. The 20. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. He'll do it himself on the
He
draw.
really threw a pick,
And he
bro.
waltzes in
Oh
for the
my
score.
God, gang.
Touchdown, Cougars.
This is like having an
We
extra
don't know what's
running
gonna
back
happen in
your
this kind of
backfield. This
minute.
quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll return it. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Got a little grass. Touchdown.
Man, here we go with this Ian
That's
shit.
the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard defensively.
Yeah, here we go,
This
boy.
was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that.
What a day
he's had so far.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Here's a give to Hardy. Might have a chance. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the left, it's Hardy. They make the stop for no gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons.
Whoa, what in the... I gotta go for that shit. Hell no.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
4th down, Simmons. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bachmeier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, BYU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the left side, it's Hardy. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Hardy. There's some room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll give it to Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Missouri has the clock on its side. Give to the left, it's Hardy. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
On the ground, it's Roberts. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Brought down after the big gain, and what a way to put the finishing touches on this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.